Welcome everyone to our July Mountain Mobility Working Group meeting in August. We had to reschedule due to a photo shoot that we had last week. And I believe both Nick and Tom participated in the photo shoot. So
And Angel too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Angel was there the whole time and it was 2 very long days for her, but thanks for supporting, Felipe. And it's a short group today, so I just have one quick question to do the icebreaker, and we can go around the room presenting ourselves so you can share your name, agency, and the question for today is, what's your go-to commute playlist, podcast, or audiobook? Anybody wants to start, or should I start?
I can start. I like to listen to Ezra Klein on my commute, or Fresh Air, NPR's Fresh Air. But those are my two podcasts I go to.
Yeah, you're more into podcasts. You want to choose who's next?
Nick.
Hey everyone, good to see you. Nick Aguilera, a Boulder County transportation planner. Hard question. I think I'm switching between podcasts and music. I've been kind of relying on Spotify's day list, auto-generated playlists that change. Right now, mine says Golden Age Backpack Hip Hop Wednesday, but sometimes it says Afro House, sometimes it says Electro Latino.
Nice.
It kind of varies across the board.
Oh, so it changes on Spotify? Like daily? I don't know if I have that.
Daily or actually every 4 hours or something.
What? Okay. Cool. I need to check those out. Thanks, Nick. Want to choose someone else?
Tom, I got the same playlist as Angel, except I also listen to Marketplace.
Yeah.
It's part of my and that, but the Fresh Air is always great. Ezra is always heavy, and if I'm not paying attention, I have to keep hitting the rewind button often because it's so dense.
He is pretty verbose too. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom. Joni, do you want to go next?
Hi, everyone. All right, so I'm old school, and I'm just flipping around among set radio stations in my car, but they are KUVO, KGNU, 105.5, the Colorado Sound, some heavy metal station in Denver. I can't remember the call letters, and an urban rap hip hop station also from Denver. Can't remember the call letters. So I'm all over the place. So I'm going from talk radio to, jazz, Latin, urban, hard rock, folk, bluegrass, whatever they have. Anyway, thanks.
Wow, heavy metal? That's unexpected, but very cool.
Yeah, I used to go see Primus back in the day and all these bands, long time ago, many decades ago.
That's so cool, Joni. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. It's good to learn these things about people. I can go last. Jessica Villena Sanchez with Boulder County Mobility for All. And I think that my commute is pretty long, so I need a long podcast to make it feel like it's not that long. So in the mornings, I usually listen to an audiobook or this podcast that I really like called 10% Happier. And right now I'm reading a book about personal finance that's called Your Money or Your Life, which I recommend. It's free on Spotify if you have that, the family subscription. Oh, here's Lisa. Oh, cool. Hey, Lisa. Thanks for
Hey, sorry I'm late. I had another meeting before this one.
Oh, no, it's okay. I know that it's a different time and day, so Yeah, thanks for joining. We're just introducing ourselves for the, recording, and we're sharing our name, organization, and the question of the day is, what's your to-go? Oh, I keep saying to-go because I'm thinking of to-go coffee or what's your go-to commute, playlist, podcast, or audiobook?
Ah, I guess my turn, since I'm late.
Yeah.
Lisa Bitzer, I'm the Director of Operations at Via Mobility Services. And my go-to, I like podcasts, but I'm into NASCAR and Formula One and things like that. So it's sort of my get away from work and listen to that kind of stuff. So like Dale Earnhardt Jr., things like that is what I listen to.
Wow. Also unexpected and also very cool. Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that. Cool. Okay, well, we were saying, Lisa, today we're a little bit of a smaller group, so we might finish early. And I'm gonna copy and paste the agenda here in the chat. The first item will be uh, if there are any updates on mountain rides from Via or from anyone else who wanted to share.
I guess I can share. Uh, Yeah, I can share that. Mountain Ride has really done well. The Saturday service that we added has been really popular. In fact, the numbers are really good on the Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Mondays have kind of gone down a little bit in numbers, but they are loving that Saturday. So we have 4 more Saturdays for this month, and then after that, unfortunately, that will be gone. But it was nice that we had the funding from CASTA to be able to make that happen. And was really surprised how much it's been utilized for that day. So that's great. I hear that the people are really thrilled with it. And my guess is that Monday will go back to being um, a busy day with not having Saturday. But for now, we'll do the Saturdays for 4 more, and hopefully at some point and sometime in the future, maybe there'll be some funding out there where we can always bring it back. But it's been nice to be able to have it for the entire summer, and nice that people are utilizing it. So we're very pleased with the outcome.
Oh, Tom, you're on mute.
We're pleased up here as well. It's an experiment. Every so often, the experiment works.
Yeah, it just shows the need, right? It shows that, if sort of the old saying, if you build it, they will come,
Yeah.
And so it started off small, and, every day that we've added, whether it's, temporary or permanently, everyone's utilizing it well. My guess is you could easily do 7 days a week of it, and you would find that it would be good. So it's serving a purpose for people that otherwise may not go somewhere or have the transportation to get where they need to go. So it's a great thing, and it'll be nice to see how it builds, especially come wintertime, when it gets cold and nasty, maybe even more people will ride
Yeah.
compared to in the summer when it's beautiful. I mean, the weather's gorgeous up there, right? So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things go.
Lisa, if you could have Bob send over the most recent numbers, and then we should
Okay.
probably talk about how we might, I'll start to think about how we might be able to fund it going forward. Because
Okay.
but it always starts with good numbers.
Yeah. Well, it shows the need for sure, which is an important thing. The numbers don't lie, and so it's a good way to go to someone or an organization or a grant or whatever and say it's working, and we'd like it to work even better and
Yeah.
more. So yeah, I'll have Bob do that. I think he's probably out driving. That's why he's not here in the
Yeah.
meeting. We're crazy busy with the summer stuff.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll get to him and let him know.
I
Okay,
think
thanks so much.
also, Lisa, I know that we did the peak to peak climb like some years ago, and it only had one or two like consistent writers. But I think it goes to show the power of like inclusive planning and engaging with the Peak to Peak Housing and Human Services Alliance and making sure that the schedule meets the needs. I don't know what process it was Jared Hall. I don't know what process Jared Hall went through with the peak to peak climb, but it ultimately ended up getting canceled because of lack of ridership. So I just really appreciate like the incremental approach, just starting with a couple of days, building on it, adding more, and really getting that local like enthusiasm behind the project versus I think that the last one was like 5 days a week, right? And it was like launched kind of without that inclusive planning process. So I just wanted to say that like I appreciate your partnership with the Peak to Peak and like really having a great approach on like what the local needs are.
Yeah, no, I thank you, and we appreciate, you guys working with us and, and jumping through. I mean, we tried it the first time, right, through a paratransit approach. It didn't work. It shifted gears, went ahead, did it this way with a fixed route, obviously a favorite of the people up there. And anytime I get some extra money, it's like, oh, where can I use it? Oh, I'll put it on the mountain ride, because you can see the need, and that's what it's all about. So I think we got a good argument to get money, to say, look, people are using it. It has a purpose, and maybe even not only just do more days, but maybe expand to other areas. I know Gilpin, wants way up there, they want a little bit more, and maybe what does that look like? And would they put in some money or, the possibilities are endless, and we can pivot and
Yeah.
make it happen any way that you want. It's just a matter of where does the money come from? It's always down to the dollar, unfortunately, to make things like this work. But very proud of it and love working with you guys. You guys have been so supportive and so great to us. So we make a good team. It's a good partnership.
Lisa, no, thank you all very much. I was also going to second Tom and asking, and I was going to send an email to Bob pretty soon asking for updated data, just because I'm going to try to create some little charts and graphs to share with the NEPADAC team at the meeting next week.
Okay. Yep.
So it's yeah, so I'll follow up. Thank you all once again. And the other question I have for Bob, because I believe we received it from the one of the librarians up in Netherlands, was just wanting to understand the ridership counting methodology. Like to me, it's pretty clear how you are accounting riders based on the charts that Bob is, or the Bob has been sending over. But I just wanted to reconfirm with you all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's they get on, it's a ride, right?
that's
It's
what
a
I thought.
trip.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it's really from where it originates from, right? So a
Mhm.
rider gets on and then, gets on in Ward, goes to Ned. That's a person, right? And then an hour or so later, they get back on and they go back. That's another trip.
That answers that's what I knew, and I just wanted to
Yeah.
reconfirm. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep.
And that particular librarian, Nick, has done the ride twice now.
Okay,
She knows how it works.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah, good to know. Yeah. Any other comments on mountain rides? Updates? Yeah, well, again, just thanks, Via and everyone for the flexibility and the process through all this time to get this and seeing people using it and promoting it and feeling comfortable with it, has been a great development from, where we were a year ago or 2 years ago. So thank you. Okay, we're gonna move on to the volunteer program update. Is this one yours, Angel?
So this one, so just so everybody knows, I think so. The town of Nederland has asked that the Nederland Food Pantry take over oversight of the volunteer driver program. I think Tom provided his first trip last Thursday. Was that what it was, Tom?
Yeah, I did 3 on Thursday.
3 on Thursday. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, overachiever here.
Yeah.
So, so we took some pictures with the photo shoot of Tom in his lovely electric vehicle, and we had a model pretending to be one of the passengers. So we'll have some good collateral content to be able to share and promote the program. So we are doing an MOU with the Nederland Food Pantry to fund the remainder of this year. We'll have $40,000 for the remainder of this year, which that's what we budgeted for next year as well. So we can
Mhm.
talk about applying for a human services transportation grant, Tom. There's some funding constraints next year, but
Mhm.
that grant will open up in November. So we'll talk about collaborating on a grant application for that.
Great.
Moving forward to get some more sustainable funding. And I think we still are working with FHU to finalize some of the promotional materials, Tom. So I'll
Okay.
pull you into that conversation. And then I also referred, like the lady who initially did the inclusive planning process for the volunteer driver program, I introduced Tom to her. So I don't know if you all have been able to connect, but yeah, I think that's where it's at this point. Tom, do you have anything to add since you're now the owner of a wonderful volunteer driver program? I know that you had worked with VIA to come to some agreements, so that's probably good to update everybody.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm waiting for some feedback from Bob on. I've been in California since Thursday, so
Oh,
I don't have much more to add.
Yeah.
Other than I hope the pictures turned out.
yeah, I'm sure they will. They were great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So I think that like Netherlands Food Pantry is working with VIA to see if they can do some umbrella insurance coverage perhaps and some training of drivers. So and maybe partner in other ways. So
Mhm.
those discussions will still move forward, but we don't have anything to update yet.
But the rides have happened, and they happened in July, which is what
That's
I
amazing.
promised I'd get done.
Yeah. And what were the rides? Like, were they like medical?
One was to Estes Park for
wow.
they have a Thursday farmers market.
Okay.
Then somebody wanted to come from need to get over his doctor's appointment in Gilpin because the Netherland clinic was closed that day.
Mhm.
And the third one was they needed to get home from an RTD ride, and it would have been a
Okay.
3-mile walk on a
Yeah.
very rainy day.
If you wouldn't mind, could you send me an email with those 3 trips? That way I can update our internal team.
Be happy to.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, there's been 3 rides already? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was just in time, I think. So, somebody was going to get very soaked that day.
Yeah, it was rainy.
Mhm.
Who was the driver?
Me.
Tom,
Oh, okay.
he's the first volunteer driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the owner of the program. Wow.
He got a program. He has like a new EV car. He's
I'm
like
fully
giving
vested.
rides, teaching people how to charge their cars.
Mhm.
He's doing everything.
Awesome.
And then there's the food pantry stuff.
Yeah.
Great work. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's great news. I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing, Tom.
You bet.
Um, okay. Any other updates on the volunteer driver program?
I don't have anything else.
Okay. All right, we're just like cruising through this agenda. We have another item, the business EcoPass program update. Is that you, Nick, or was somebody else talk?
I think that's us now.
Okay,
So
that's
yeah, I don't have any updates to that at this point. I know, Tom, you were gonna like do some promotion in the Mountaineer for the business. Did that end up happening, or was I
Yeah, I missed the
misremembering?
deadline for this week, but it goes in the paper next week.
Okay. So we also, just so everybody knows, the Alex's team, which is Nick and Landon and Alex, They used to oversee the Netherland Area Public Improvement District Advisory Committee, which Tom is also on. And so we are transitioning those duties over to Mobility for All because it aligns more with some of the past programs that we have with the Boulder County Housing Authority location and the employee transportation benefits that we do internally, and then the Lafayette Garden Mobile Home EcoPass program. So we're in the process of transitioning duties. We are going to be hosting the NEPADAC meetings on the second Wednesday of the month. Is that correct? Yeah. So it's next week. And so there's going to be some duplication, I think, of like the Mountain Mobility Working Group and the NEPADAC. So I think next year we're looking at maybe doing every other month for the Mountain Mobility Working Group and every other month for the NEPADAC. And for simplicity's sake, we might do them at the same time, right? Like the second Wednesday of the month. But I just wanted to check with everybody to make sure that was all right with you all. And so the focus would just be a little bit broader, like for the Mountain Mobility Working
It
Group.
works.
But I'm sure there's going to be some of the same updates at both. Lisa, would that work for you, switching it to the second Wednesday?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, so we'll work on that next year, switching this to the new date and time.
Okay, so just to clarify, we will be meeting once every 2 months, and it will be just one meeting combining the mountain mobility and the NEPADEC, or no?
No, I think it's going
No,
to be
it'll alternate.
yeah. We'll
Oh,
alternate. So like January we'll do, I don't know if January is actually, well, January we'll do NEPADAC and February we'll do Mountain Mobility Working Group. But they'll be at the same time because they have a lot of the same, like the same time of the month, I guess.
okay.
Angel, the NEPADAC is an advisory committee. When do the commissioners meet? And does our new time fit with notification time to let the commissioners know what NEPADAC has decided?
So, am I under, like, when do the commissioners when will the commissioners be notified when our new meeting is? Is that what the question is? Sorry.
No, the question is on their scheduling. Do we leave enough lead time to get it on their docket when NEPADAC has a vote and decides on something or decides to recommend something? Are we talking about a 1 month delay then?
Well, the BCHA, oh, sorry, the Boulder County Commissioners, the BOCC, they meet every Tuesday and Thursday. So I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
I'll have to talk about it with Alex and Landon and Nick, but I
Mhm.
don't think it should result in any delays because they just
No.
meet so frequently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they're meeting that frequently, we're always going to be in the queue.
Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of like when we submit the paperwork
Yeah.
on our end to get on their agenda.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Good.
And we still don't have this is NEPADAC business, but we still don't have clarification on the $2,000. But we'll follow up with you on that next week when we have the NEPADAC meeting.
Good. Okay, excellent.
Thanks.
Thanks, Angel.
Yeah.
Okay. Our last item is general updates. Does anybody have any that they wanted to share? Daphne?
I'll
I
go
think
ahead.
Lisa stole my thunder.
As you all know, Boulder County has been working on the Vision Zero Action Plan, which is in its final draft form and is going to the Boulder County Commissioners for adoption on Thursday, August 28th. So I will put the link to the action plan in the chat. And if you haven't seen it, please check it out. And also if you would like to either attend or write into the commissioners and let them know your thoughts and hopefully support for the actions, please feel free to do so.
Thanks,
So
Nick.
you can just drop the Vision Zero Action Plan websites in the chat, and I'm also following it up with a link to information about the adoption hearing, where you can also give testimony if you'd like to. And that's
Thank
all.
you, Nick.
It's in like a few weeks, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. The end of the month. It's exciting. Yeah, thanks for
Who's-
sharing, Nick.
Who's the consulting team that worked on this, Nick?
Consor?
I believe it was Consor, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Consor. I forget, like Consor used to be like Fox Tuttle Hernandez, but they were merged or something. I don't know, like they're, yeah.
No, that's a blast from the past.
Thanks, Nick. Any other general updates?
I don't
We're
have
ready
any.
to wrap up this shorter meeting then. Yeah, well, thank you all for joining at a different time and on a different date, and for sharing your updates. And we will be in touch. I will send an email with the minutes and the video recording for everybody who couldn't attend. And in the meantime, yeah, enjoy the rest of your afternoon and your podcasts and your playlists and your radio.
Thanks. Thank you,
Thank you,
Jessica.
Jessica.
Thank you,
Looking
Jessica.
one.
Good to see you all. Bye.
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 Thank you. Thank you.